On this week's episode of Capital City Sports, the volleyball team is in action against Eastern Kentucky and the Citadel. Also, we have a new segment for you called The Blaze. You're watching Capital City Sports. Hello everybody, and thanks for watching this week's episode of Capital City Sports. Once again, I'm your host Jeremy Urso, and we begin our program this week with volleyball. This past Friday, the team took on Eastern Kentucky, and our newest staff member of CCS, Claudia Chikamian, has the highlight.
The second game in South Carolina's doubleheader Friday night put the Gamecocks against the Eastern Kentucky Colonels. With the start of conference play right around the corner, a win against the Colonels would give the Gamecocks momentum heading into the SEC play. Now let's take a look at the highlights. The Gamecocks got off to a fast start against the Colonels with this kill by Darian Dozier. Later in the first set, Jackie Angermiller and Kelly McNeil record the block. Once again, the Gamecocks were there for the block, this time by Angermiller and Taylor McNeil. Angermiller and Sarah Blomgren get the block to end the first set. The Gamecocks start the second set strong with a spike by Dozier. The Colonels wouldn't lie down as Selena Sanks delivers a spike in between a host of Gamecocks. On this point, Eastern Kentucky saved the ball from going out on them on a miraculous play, and the Colonels were able to get the point on a miscue by USC. The Gamecocks bounced back with a huge kill by Coco Atoa-Williams. For the set point at the end of the second, Rachel Vick records the kill, tying the game at 1. Eastern Kentucky also took the third set, taking a 2-1 lead over the Gamecocks. In the fourth set, Atoa-Williams records a monster kill. The Gamecocks would take the fourth set and tie the game at 2. The game that went down to the wire, South Carolina edges the Colonels in the fifth set in a dramatic game to win 3-2. The Gamecocks recorded a total of 57 kills, with Atoa-Williams leading the way with 17. Eastern Kentucky gave the Gamecocks all they could handle, but in the end, South Carolina was able to weather the storm and earn a hard-fought victory. The Gamecocks' next game is Saturday against the Citadel. With Capital City Sports, I'm Claudia Chikamian.
After a thrilling matchup against Eastern Kentucky, the team was ready to go back on the court the next day and take on the Citadel. John Daddy was at the volleyball center, so we sent it to him for the highlight.
Closing out the Carolina Classic, the Gamecocks will be taking on the Citadel Bulldogs. This season, the Gamecocks are 9-2, a perfect 5-0 at home, and they're looking to extend that streak. The Bulldogs, on the other hand, are a mere 5-8, 2-2 on the road. With a win, the Gamecocks would be a perfect 3-0 in the Carolina Classic. Let's take it to the highlight.
With the tournament title on the line, the ladies are pumped up and ready to go, and it showed on the court. Coco Atoa-Williams delivers a powerful kill to get the Gamecocks going in the first set. Freshman Taylor McNeil records her first of 15 kills on the match through an attempted Bulldog block, leading up to set point, where Jackie Angermiller said no. Gamecocks take the first set 25-14. McNeil continued to make her presence felt through the second set, here spiking one into the Bulldogs' back line, and then a nice placement over the net to extend the lead. On set point, it's Darian Dozier who gets credit for the block, and the Gamecocks take the second set 25-13. The Bulldogs jumped out early in the third set, but Atoa-Williams again with the kill. She finished with 9 on the match. And then it's Elizabeth Johnbull sending a message to the Bulldog backline with the spike. And on to match point, the Citadel tries to extend the game in any way they can, barely getting the ball back over the net. But Sarah Blomgren gets credit with the kill on the far side. The block goes long, and the Gamecocks take the third set 25-20 en route to a sweep of the Citadel Bulldogs.
The Gamecocks open SEC play next Friday by hosting the Ole Miss Rebels. From the Carolina Volleyball Center, I'm John Dowdy, Capital City Sports.
We have a new segment here on Capital City Sports, and it's a very interesting one to say the least. It's called The Blaze, and it's presented to you by Haley Anders and Katie Davis. We hope you guys enjoy this next segment.
Hey everybody, welcome into Capital City Sports' first ever episode of The Blaze. I'm Haley Anders.
I'm Katie Davis.
And we're going to start things off with a little bit of patriotism. You know, the U.S. men's basketball team just came off of a great victory. They're bringing home the gold back to America. A little bit of a fun fact before we get started here. Did you know this is the first time since 1994 that the margin of victory has been this great? The U.S. took down each team like 30 plus points every game.
I did not know that.
America rules at basketball.
That is fact. I
But
would say so.
New Zealand might have an upper hand.
Well, I'm sure, and many people have seen this web gem of some sorts of a video, the New Zealand haka dance. It is a traditional New Zealand war dance performed to welcome distinguished guests. So the U.S. the Team USA basketball team, I guess, is a very distinguished guest.
I guess so.
To New Zealand. But I say it also doubles very well as a scare tactic, an intimidation tactic. That's what I would use it for personally. But let's look at that clip. They have some really scary faces.
I know.
I'm a little. But Team USA's faces, let's be real, those are the real golden nuggets of this video. You get some of those blank stares. Oh, look at James Harden.
James Harden's beard is more frightened than James Harden is.
I don't know what I would do, and that's it. Oh, those faces.
I don't know.
The tongues.
Oh my gosh.
Kenneth. Team USA's faces really are what makes that video, I would say.
Absolutely.
But I mean, there's an evolution of dance of some sorts for Team USA in this road to victory. You start off with witnessing this great haka dance to Team USA's victory dance, the shmoney dance. So let's look at what that looks like. It's a popular dance that's going around the internet, and James Harden's got that trophy up. Look at those hips swinging.
Look at him. You know, we're just trying to bring our own culture.
The confetti falling.
Look at that.
The American culture. Yeah. I prefer the shmoney dance over the haka dance personally. Yeah. I think it's more personable.
But you know who doesn't prefer the shmoney dance?
Who?
Or actually any dance at all?
Who?
Derrick Rose.
Oh.
Let's just look at that one more time. Let's just pause it there. Derrick Rose doesn't move. Actually, he just kind of sways with his arms crossed. If you're having flashbacks, if you feel like Groundhog Day, it's because this has happened before. In the 2012 All-Star Game, Derrick Rose refused to dance. And you're like, oh, you know, maybe he just doesn't dance. Maybe he's just not gifted. Well, apparently, he can dance. In fact, in 2012, he tweeted, he's like, I can dance. There's a time and a place for everything, and this just wasn't the time nor the place. #Bulls. Well, apparently there's never a good time or a place for Derrick Rose to dance.
I feel like there's always a time to dance.
Yeah, in fact,
personally,
right now is the time to dance.
Should we shmoney dance it?
We should shmoney dance it. Okay. Well, maybe that didn't go so well. Do you know somebody who can actually do that well?
I mean, I do, actually. Oklahoma, the Boomer Sooners, defensive tackle Jordan Phillips had a little celebratory shmoney dance of his own after his first sack of the season on a big third down to force Tennessee to punt the ball. And celebrated that sack with a shmoney dance. Let's look at that. Oh, look at the hips moving. Oh, getting it. Oh, what a dance. What a dance that is. Man. That's a great, I wish I could shmoney dance like that personally.
I wish I was swag-magnificent.
Swag-magnificent. Do you have any other swag-magnificent dances, celebratory dances? What do you got for me?
Well, actually, on the subject of celebration, let's take it to the NFL level. This past week, the Detroit Lions were at the Carolina Panthers, of course, and Carolina came out on top. But anyways, you know, Detroit had to get 1 or 2 wins, so Jed Collins here rocking the baby.
Oh, the Rock the Baby. I haven't seen that dance.
Baby, yeah.
Let's look at it. The Rock the Baby dance. Oh, when he comes in with a touchdown like
That
that,
was actually a really nice route.
I could rock the baby.
You gotta prop its head up.
Oh.
Don't want it to suffocate.
Is that good technique?
Yeah, just bounce a little bit, calm it down. That's a happy football.
Next time I score a touchdown, I'm rocking the baby.
You do that.
I'll hit the shmoney dance,
And then rock the baby.
rock the baby. All in one. Those celebratory dances.
That beats the haka.
Now let's bring it back a little bit to college football with the Massachusetts kicker, Blake Lucas, would have tied the game with a field goal, but he missed it. But don't worry, he didn't walk away empty-handed.
Really?
Vandy defensive lineman Adam Butler gave him a hug. He gave him a hug for missing the field goal. So let's look at that hug. And it was not even close.
That's really bad.
It wasn't really even close, but don't worry. Oh, let me give you a hug.
Much love. So wow. You know what
So sweet.
that
So
kick
sweet.
reminded me of?
What?
You know at halftime at the South Carolina games where those people can kick for Fats tailgate packages? That you didn't get $400 worth of tailgate stuff with that kick, no sir.
No free chicken wings
Sorry
for you.
about that. But
Sorry.
also, while we're talking about missed field goals, as I hope all of you are aware, South Carolina came out on top against the Georgia Bulldogs this past week. And thanks to a missed field goal, praise Jesus, hallelujah, we were able to go out with a victory. But Elliot Fry tweeted, let's look at the tweet now. Elliot Fry really expresses his disgust in this tweet for all the hatred coming down on this kicker. And enter obnoxious Clemson fan, no, literally, that's his name on Twitter. Quote, when will you stop having to wear Pee-wee sized uniforms? Elliot Fry with the clever comeback, when you beat us.
Clemson, when you beat us. That is when Elliot Fry will wear larger jerseys. But in the meantime, I think his jersey's perfectly fine. He's kicking the ball well.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Easy money, let me tell you what.
But so Haley, do you? I'd say that Clemson should probably hit the weight room before they meet us on the field this November. Correct?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, look out for those Dixon brothers. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know what you're saying. Well, I would say that one place they should not hit the weight room is a baseball game. But that is what one Yankees fan decided to do this past weekend. He decided what better time to lift weights, pump some iron than in the box of a Yankees game while the Yankees were taking on the Orioles.
Do you lift, bro? Yeah.
Do you even lift? Bro, I lift at the Yankees game. That's one thing I can say I've never done before, was lift at a baseball game.
You know, the only thing that I can think of that would possess a man to lift at a Yankees game was perhaps he just invested so much money into his box at Yankee Stadium that he can no longer afford a gym membership. So I guess when you purchase a Yankees Stadium club box, that you just do everything in it.
I mean, you got two dumbbells, you got a pair of dumbbells, and that's it. So lift and watch, I guess.
Yeah.
That kind of actually sounds good. I just wouldn't do it at Yankee Stadium.
He lifts, bro.
He lifts, bro.
He lifts.
Well, that is all we have for today with this episode of The Blaze. Tune in for our next episode. We are getting out of here faster than the Auburn ball boy. We're running out that fast.
Look at him go.
Look at him run down that line. Faster than Red Lightning, maybe.
Maybe.
Debatable. Red Lightning, Auburn ball boy, I don't know.
Check out the debate next episode.
But for Haley Anders, I'm Katie Davis. We're going out with a celebratory cookie for this first episode.
We did it.
Cheers.
And that'll be it for us tonight here on Capital City Sports. If you've liked what you've just seen, you can follow us on Twitter at CCS on SGTV, or you can like our Facebook page. From all of us here at Capital City Sports, I'm Jeremy Urso, signing off.